Friend or enemy?
I'm a friend.
You're a liar.
This is the best character in the movie.
Oh, yeah. Long shot.
Why'd you even bother asking me?
There is a wonderful subplot involving his wife's dad, who decides to take matters into his own hands and go to the camp even though he doesn't know where it is or that it even exists.
The wife saw I think she read the license plate off.
I don't.
The father,
I
and there was like a whole. Obviously, there had to be a whole section of detective work that the movie didn't show us.
Yeah, it's like just knowing the fact that it
License
was
plate.
a van.
Okay, I'll go to the woods.
Yeah.
What I love about that though is the father tracks. Father confronts the old guy with a gun, and he gives this long, wonderful speech.
Oh my God.
Who am I? A little man who spent 27 years of his life as a cop trying to put big shots like you away. 27 years in the filth and the dirt of the street, and there ain't no music down there. You watch the people in the streets, killing, raping each other, pumping dope through their veins, while big men like you sit in the fancy penthouses.
Acting, everybody, acting.
And then after all that, and he talks about, I want to put people like
putting
you in
people
jail.
behind bars, and then he just shoots him.
Today, the nobodies who made you rich are gonna win. Die, you son of a bitch.
Ready to die for what they believe in. I told the president yesterday I felt if we gave in to those terrorists that those boys would try to run the whole show. Yeah, and do away with
Oh my God.
He's so great.
Yeah,
Can we talk about angry police captain?
Oh, Cameron Mitchell.
Yes.
Cameron Mitchell from Deadly Prey shows up as the police chief, and it's the most amazing performance in any movie we've ever watched on Best of the Worst.
He tops his performance in Deadly Prey.
Oh, God, yeah.
yes, I'm watching the goddamn news. All right, close the fucking doors. Give me that damn phone. Will you close the fucking doors? One fucking Marine. Close that fucking door!
He was the angriest person in the world.
We got the president's daughter in that motherfucking bean factory, and get those motherfucking shooters around here because they can't shoot any fucking bullets at the fucking terrorists. God damn it!
Close those fucking doors.
And that's those fucking doors. That's his press conference.
The President of the United States is negotiating, as I speak, with the Prime Minister of Israel.
It's an unrelated plane.
And he was distracted by planes, and then he just continued with the scene, but he fucking nailed it.
That's awesome.
Why don't you open an Italian restaurant?
What the fuck does that even mean?
He's so wasted.
Starring Reb Brown on Common Valor, James Ryan, Rage to Kill, John Philip Law, Barbarella, and Cameron Mitchell. My favorite year, our favorite actor.
Get a fucking super trace!
Okay.
It's pretty bog standard sci-fi kind of deal.
Yeah.
You know,
Red Brown's all right, but
Yeah.
Cameron fucking Mitchell.
Cameron Mitchell.
Cameron, close the fucking door, Mitchell.
Will you close the fucking doors?
Beautiful. Let's do this.
The biggest letdown of the movie by far though was Cameron Mitchell.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The whole reason we watched the movie.
I was all excited. I mean, oh my God, another Cameron Mitchell film. I mean, he's been fucking gold every other time we've seen him. Yeah. He fucking killed in Deadly Prey.
27 years in the filth and the dirt of the street, and there ain't no music down there. You watch the people in the streets, killing, raping each other, pumping dope through their veins, while big men like you sit in the fancy penthouses. Die, you son of a bitch.
He was even fucking better in Terror from Beverly Hills.
The President of the United States is negotiating, as I speak, with the Prime Minister of Israel. Damned airplanes.
And then he's in space.
It's the role. He's playing the
sure.
It's what was
majestic
written.
leader.
He had nothing to work with,
He wasn't playing a
unfortunately.
drunken cop.
No. Although I'm fairly sure he took the role just so he wouldn't have to wear pants the whole movie, because he's got a robe.
Good luck.
It's the most boring Cameron Mitchell's ever been.
It's not his fault. He just wanted to wear a robe.
Watch out, Cameron! Watch out!
Do we want space mutiny destroyed? Can we destroy a film That stars both Reb Brown and Cameron Mitchell. Is it possible?
Yes, we can.
The thing is, fuck Reb Brown. Cameron Mitchell, they wasted Cameron Mitchell.
Yeah.
Let's kill this thing.
Look, that's Cameron Mitchell.
Oh, and all of the stars of the movie, none of them star in the movie. They all show up fairly briefly.
I don't want to be seen.
I still love Cameron Mitchell when he's good, but I now no longer trust that it's going to be a good Cameron Mitchell.
Yeah, I understand. Seeing his name on a movie does not guarantee that he's going to be a drunken wreck.
And in this movie, he's actually on the phone, and you can see him reading his dialogue, looking down and reading his dialogue.
I don't have a problem with that.
I will allow you to read my notes. We'll publish our findings together, and I'll share full credit with you.
The problem is that they waste Cameron Mitchell. And any film, anyone that hires Cameron Mitchell and has an irascible police chief in the movie and yet does not cast Cameron Mitchell as the irascible police chief, they fucked up.
Yep.
They fucked up.
Yep.
100%.
Oh.
Because maybe something would have happened that was more interesting if Cameron Mitchell was the...
Cameron Mitchell should have been the sexy vampire.
Sold. I'd watch that. I'd watch that in
They
a
open
second.
the sarcophagus and he's in there. And he's drunk.
I'm gonna suck all your blood.
It's a requirement to liquor him up before filming his scenes. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that, like, in that scenario, if they opened it up, that he'd tell them to close the damn door?
Close the fucking sarcophagus!
Will you close the fucking doors?
Dr. Mayonnaise, this is how we're doing.
Fong answers the call to battle as the streets of San Francisco explode with action. Troy Donahue, Cameron Mitchell, and
Cameron Mitchell is their mascot, even if he's let us down more often than not lately. And the main villain is Cameron Mitchell, who we should point out, this is like Cameron Mitchell hitting rock bottom.
Oh man.
This is not like, some of the movies that we love with him were actually made after this. We looked it up. But this is him, like, he is half asleep. He is half passed out. He does not move through the whole movie. They cut to him and he's just in a chair.
He's always in a chair.
He's always like half asleep and he doesn't know where he's at.
Probably so they could kind of like tie him to the chair so he
to make sure he
doesn't
doesn't
fall
slump
over
yeah.
or something.
So that had nothing to do with anything.
Well, now it's gonna.
Oh my God. That's where Cameron wants to sit today.
Both Cameron Mitchell and Leo Fong, it feels like we're getting a glimpse into their reality. Like, it's not just the characters. Like, it's their personal lives are informing the characters.
Sure, yeah, and like Leo Fong was probably a bigger star in his home country.
He wasn't, I looked it up.
Oh. Well then why, I don't know.
He's just the guy that tried to be Jackie Chan and is terrible at it.
Yeah, he really was.
To be fair, he does do all of his own stunts.
Napping.
Yeah. Cameron Mitchell doesn't do his own stunts. There's one shot where he has to walk, and it's clear it's a stunt double.
That's right. That's right.
He got up from a bed.
Yeah.
He got up from a bed. That was his stunt.
Oh, that's when he was wearing his bed robe. Just his hood. Just the hood.
This is all just Cameron Mitchell, and he's got a Palpatine robe on.
But like one from like a dollar store.
Yeah, and sunglasses, and he spends the whole movie slumped over, mumbling lines that are so incomprehensible that they had to hire another actor to say them again into a megaphone.
Just keep the camera as far away from him as possible. Please.
It smells like booze.
So he can't see the stink lines coming off.
Wish she's reading his dialogue for him.
I do like when Cameron Mitchell was getting intimate with the lady, he still kept his robe and his sunglasses on.
But it was just the robe, it wasn't attached to anything.
No, it was just the hood.
Just the hood.
He's like,
oh my God. Oh.
He's just wearing the hood. He's just wearing the hood.
That's a different sleeping outfit.
This is his sex robe.
What? This is my sleeping hood. Like Mama used to wear.
That's how you know he's the bad guy. It was a hoodlum. What?
So I wonder if that girl, that like second in command, who was like reading his lines, do you think she was even in the actual
She
script?
was just a PA.
Who was like, just would have to prop him up and bring him to set every morning, like, "Grrr."
No, she was. I will guarantee that she was not in the original script.
Okay.
As soon as Cameron Mitchell got to set,
They're like, "Oh my God."
knew they needed someone immediately.
Yeah, like somebody said, it was like a celebration of just laziness. Like, just everyone was so annoyed by having to do anything in this movie. It was amazing. So you had this like super lazy hero who couldn't be bothered, and then you had like Cameron Mitchell on the other end who just couldn't even stand, for Christ's sake. Like, it was just like, it was such a...
That man's crippling alcoholism is so hilarious.
It was such an oddity. It was so weird on every level. I gotta say, Low Blow, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I have to go with Low Blow as well. Lady Terminator is a very, very close second because of the editing. That's like a movie, like a Tim and Eric sketch, like it's made in the editing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so much of that movie is hilarious because of the editing. But Low Blow, like the laziness of the main character, and then literally every time they cut to Cameron Mitchell, I started laughing.
Oh yeah.
Every single time.
Absolutely.
They bring out a chair, and they bring out like the ugliest thrift store chair. They put it on a dumpy pallet, and then they cut to a random shot, and they cut back, and Cameron Mitchell's just there. So it's like that level of laziness on partially the filmmaking, but more so like the performances and the characters.
Yeah.
The performances informing the characters, like that sold me on Low Blow.
Okay, Freddie, so the last tape that you have selected, so this is all on you, is Killpoint. So tell us why you chose to select Killpoint.
Well, there's one, two, three reasons. I'm gonna have to think of a third. Actually, I only have two. It's one is that the box art is actually pretty cool. I like the painted quality of it, heavily referenced but well executed. And two, the cast. The cast has Cameron Mitchell, and it has Richard Roundtree, and it has other people in it too.
Other people.
Yeah, other people. But the back of it does have an awesome piece of clip art of a gun. That's not painted. That's cool.
Joe Marks, Cameron Mitchell, so he's top billed.
Yes.
So he's gonna be in the movie for 2 minutes. And Nighthawk, Stack Pierce, never heard of that fucker. He's gonna be in the whole fucking film. Steal enough machine guns, grenades, and rocket launchers to outfit a small army from the National Guard Armory. When the word hits the streets, criminals and gangs from all walks of life surface to buy the black market artillery to build up their own private arsenals.
Have fun.
And we're here to hit the Julio.
Oh, really? Like children and...
Holy shit!
Oh my God, okay. Oh, wow.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
The result is a brutal killing spree that takes L.A. by the throat. To combat the relentless wave of violence, a special task force is formed by Police Special Agent Bill Bryant, Richard Roundtree, and Lieutenant James Long, Leo Fong. Follow the trail of blood as the two law enforcers fight violence with violence and declare war on an unstoppable army of sadistic assassins.
Yes.
That sounds great.
Our next film is Killpoint. Rich, tell us all about Killpoint.
Well, Killpoint is a film starring our old friend Leo Fong, better known as Low Blow. In the film, Cameron Mitchell teams up with Nighthawk, who is some kind of badass criminal, to steal a bunch of bazookas from the US government. Then they sell those bazookas onto the street, and then Cameron Mitchell has a small dog, and he beats up a woman until she dies. Anyway, Cameron Mitchell sells the guns. Leo Fong is a cop. He's got to find out who's selling the guns. And Shaft is there until he's not. And then everybody shoots at everybody else every 10 seconds.
But Cameron Mitchell, I guess we should talk about Cameron Mitchell. He's doing his Mr. Roper cosplay throughout the whole film. He's got an ascot in every scene, even when he's not wearing a shirt. He's got that ascot on.
It is important.
And then he has a tiny dog until he doesn't.
A dog he tries to get to smoke.
He tries to get it to smoke, he tries to get it to drink, and then he...
In the hot tub.
In the
He's
hot
got the
tub
dog
where he,
in the hot
where
tub.
he almost drowns it.
And then at some point, apparently off screen, the dog dies. Because
In a
Cameron
scene we
Mitchell
don't see.
is walking down a hallway with a monologue going on. His mouth isn't moving. It's like inner thoughts. I really miss that dog.
Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere this happens. And that's when we were like, did they just not have enough footage to finish the movie?
No. The elderly woman that owned the dog just said, I don't want that crazy man touching my dog anymore.
He almost drowned the dog in the hot tub. We're taking the dog away.
It's the hot tub scene where he's got like a flower behind each ear.
And one in the dog's ear.
And then one in the dog's ear. And it's like, that was probably his choice.
You want to believe that.
Yeah, I want to believe that was Cameron Mitchell's decision as an actor.
I wouldn't say decision, I would say demand.
Check! Damn it.
Cameron Mitchell, drunk, belligerent, confused, elderly, incapacitated.
In a wicker chair.
Oh, in
A wicker throne.
An oversized wicker throne.
A game of wicker thrones. On the subject of Nighthawk being awesome, we're forgetting to mention the scene where Cameron Mitchell's wife / an unrelated madam comes to Cameron Mitchell, who's in bed with the dog, and says, you killed one of my ladies.
You slapped her around after you asked her to sing.
And then Nighthawk comes in and goes, no, bitch, I killed her.
You didn't kill her, sweetheart.
And then she pulls out a little Derringer pistol.
A Derringer.
And shoots Nighthawk right through the kidneys. And Nighthawk's just like, bitch, please! He is completely unharmed by a bullet wound to the gut.
He's fine.
He's fine.
Yeah, it's never
he
mentioned
doesn't
again.
even go to the hospital. No. He just continues on
Yeah.
with being a badass.
He is a badass. Cameron Mitchell has a great capper for that scene because he's like, now she's bleeding on my bed.
Get in there, John, and wash it off. It's only a 22 for Christ's sake.
Cameron Mitchell and Nighthawk make this fucking movie.
Oh, yeah.
No, but in this film, they used at least 3 racial slangs against him. It was always either Nighthawk or Cameron Mitchell, which was unusual to hear. But it's like they I think there was even a scene where they just had to like dig it in just at the end, and it was like, okay, that's it, now you can go.
The man asked you a question, Chinaman.
I got everything you need, Chinaman.
You chinks gonna take over.
It's like they just kept throwing it out there.
I think Cameron Mitchell was just like, keep rolling until I get everything I want out of the scene. Yeah, he was just ad-libbing.
We'll call you. Slant eyes.
He was just getting back at them for WWII. I lost so many friends in Iwo Jima. I gotta get it all out in this picture.
I'm a 4th generation American. I don't care.
Slant eyes.
You got the eyes, boy.
The booze is talking. The booze and the bad memories are talking.
Oh, the booze is really kicking it now. Cameron Mitchell has his weird monologue where you can't understand what he's saying.
Oh, where they just filmed footage of him and came up with dialogue later? Yeah.
He's walking for a few minutes, and we can't really hear what they're saying because the tracking on our copy was just garbage. Maybe we can find clean audio somewhere. We'll have this beautiful Cameron Mitchell monologue.
We'll get the Killpoint Blu-ray.
I can't wait to hear it. But
I can't wait to hear the movie.
From now on, it's me, alone, nuts or otherwise, against the whole friggin' world.
Cameron Mitchell walks to like the limo that Nighthawk is in, and the monologue, what I could make out is, I'm gonna run this empire on my own. It's just gonna be just me. And he's ordering a headstone for his dead dog.
I want you to get a tombstone for the little dog, a nice one, okay? With her name and the day you know what I mean.
And then at that moment, Nighthawk is fed up. And Cameron Mitchell's talking about his dog headstone while the window is slowly going up. And he doesn't even think to move his fingers, just...
Look on his face. He's gonna kill Cameron Mitchell.
Oh, she's gonna do it. Oh.
But you move your hands!
Oh,
Well, to be really clear, it wasn't Cameron Mitchell's rambling about wanting a headstone for his dog that sent Nighthawk over the edge. It was the prior scene when Cameron Mitchell is in like a diner, and there's a waitress who is babbling.
Oh God!
I mean, this is an important scene.
Yeah.
Cameron Mitchell wants another refill on his coffee, and this waitress is just babbling like, "I had a baby, and my baby is in the back of the kitchen."
You hear the baby off camera just screaming.
And she's like, blah, 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 blah. And this is where we discover that Cameron Mitchell is misogynist. He hates women. He wants to choke them to death.
You know what I did to my old lady? I slapped her. She says I hate crying women.
And it keeps like building up, building up, building up. And we're like,
shut up, that kid.
Another thing.
This is going to be the greatest Cameron Mitchell moment ever. Come on.
Oh, tape, don't mess up.
We found ourselves rooting for Cameron Mitchell to murder a woman and a baby. That's the dark place this movie took us. We're like, this is going to be the definitive Cameron Mitchell scene.
Yeah.
This is going to define him.
It's getting louder.
Come on, Cameron. Don't let us down.
Come on!
Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! You can do it!
You can do it,
You can do it, Cameron!
It would have been like the final boundary if he had crossed this finish line. Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Fucking kill that baby!
Kill that baby. Kill that woman.
Close up of the mouth. Shoot the kid. Shoot the kid.
And then
he kills her by shoving her fingers in the cash register.
Yeah, and then I think he chokes her.
He chokes her.
And then Nighthawk's come like, oh God.
When he walks in, you can tell he's just like, I've got to clean up this mess.
Yes, I've got to clean up this mess now. And then that leads into Cameron Mitchell getting his fingers crushed in the limo window, and Nighthawk has had enough.
Well, eventually Loblo catches up with Nighthawk, and he just kind of shoots him. We have this awesome fight with a complete nobody.
Exactly.
And then Loblo just kind of shoots him, and then we cut to a close-up of another gun that also shoots Nighthawk.
Redundantly,
because Loblo has already shot him to the point where he's not going to move anymore. And we're like, who had that other gun? Who had that other gun? It's going to be
coming back.
It's going to be Shaft,
Shaft
right?
wasn't dead.
Who shot him?
Shaft with is gonna have bandages on.
Oh, that would redeem it.
Yeah.
If it's Shaft.
Shaft's still alive.
Okay.
And then it's just Cameron Mitchell with a slit throat. What? His ascot is the only thing holding his head on his neck.
But like, logically, Loblo is running at Nighthawk, and Nighthawk has the gun, and Loblo goes, "Gotcha, Nighthawk." Oh no, and Nighthawk's like, "Yeah." And then the shot comes.
Right.
But really, it's like Loblo shot him 16 times.
And then we cut 1 second of a close-up of another gun.
Number 17 out of 16.
He's redeemed by killing a guy who killed Cameron Mitchell so he could no longer kill women and babies.
It's straight up bizarre.
Never felt better.
Well, I guess if we're not going to destroy any of the movies, maybe we could elaborate more on Cameron Mitchell and the timeline of Cameron Mitchell movies based on what we've seen so far. We're going to start a chart. We're going to start a graph of Cameron Mitchell movies and where they are chronologically.
And the quality of his performance.
And the quality of his performance and the amount of booze he was drinking while making the movies.
Jay, a calculation so intricate like this seems like it would require a scientist.
Some kind of scientist man? Too much?
Hello, it's me, Scientist Man. I've compiled an easy-to-understand graphic for you, the viewer, that illustrates all of Cameron Mitchell's film roles as seen on the flop internet program Best of the Worst. Here is my chart. My calculations include these factors: film title, year the film was made, how much booze Cameron Mitchell has drank, scientifically known as level of intoxication, his screen time, and his time actually standing, scientifically known as not sitting down. Now, Mr. Cameron Mitchell has had over 15,000 small roles in shitty B movies that will likely be featured on future Best of the Worst episodes. So I, Scientist Man, will be here every step of the way to catalog every one of these performances in a scientific chart. Thank you.
Oh! Yeah. Cameron Mitchell still has not hit anything. And he's fired a lot in this movie.
They just gave him enough.
Someone take the gun from Cameron Mitchell. Edward Murphy's Raw Force is a virtual smorgasbord of over-the-top sleaze, mixing zombies, cannibals, outrageous action, gore, copious amounts of nudity,
shit dog,
starring exploitation greats Cameron Mitchell and Vic Diaz. We're gonna put 2 up for that, and kung fu. Pow.
Well, Len, cannibals, zombies, guns, action, boobs, Cameron Mitchell. This is like the greatest movie ever made.
We're about to find out.
Let's go watch it.
You listen to me, madam! They're wrecking my ship! You shut up!
Cameron Mitchell. We miss you, Cameron, so much.
Not only Cameron Mitchell, because we've seen Cameron a lot on
I
this
miss
show.
Cameron a lot.
We've recently debuted the Cameron Mitchell graph, charting the ups and downs of Cameron Mitchell.
And with you saying that, Rich, it's good you said that, because this is before Killpoint. This is before the Cameron we love. This is before lawn chair, sunglasses, Cameron Mitchell. And it's right before it. This is like 1982, I believe. I'm not going to look on. Let's just say it's 1982, Raw Force.
How do we rank Cameron Mitchell's performance?
He moves.
Yes.
It's up there. It's up there.
He walks.
He holds a fire hose.
He can't hit anything with a gun.
He's in the whole movie. This isn't a 2-day on-set Cameron Mitchell.
Right.
Here's X amount of $1,000 to come up for 2 days or whatever. He's in the whole movie.